But Hunter seems good. Seems like it got a buff. And Bill and Bull, I don't know if they're still here. They asked for a Hunter earlier, so. People do seem to enjoy the Hunter. Jesus Christ, Jazz! What the hell? Hey, thank you, Jazz. I guess this is a bad time to say I was considering taking the day off tomorrow. I mean, I wasn't really, but thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I think Nogron Slam is great. We can build a control hunter now. And that could be cool. But in whatever, it's still the best card. I like the other two, actually, somewhat. I think Rapid Fire is good. I think Web Spinner's fun. I don't know if it's good. But maybe we can build Death Rattle Hunter, maybe? Right, taking a day off for the past 2 months. It's been longer than that. Aren't here tomorrow? I'm charging you bits. Alright, I'll be on. I'll be on, sir. I'll be on, boss. Mid-range Hunter has been good. I think the right pick is Twin Spell. Maybe we build Yogg Saron Hunter. Let's see Web Spinner's played win rate. Is it abysmal? Abysmal? HSP play? Let's see Twin Spell too. Oh man, Hunter's still in 9th place. With a much more respectable, much more balanced 9th place, but Rapid Fire's 52. And what did we want to look up? Web Spinner? 55.6? Hell yeah. And let's look up Razor Main. Just wow, actually kind of low. 51. All above replacement. Hunter's win rate is low, so all of them being above 48 or substantially above 48 is a good sign, but it's the numbers say we can take Web Spinner. Wow, Tonk and Piercing Shot. How do I not have a golden Tonk? We should have a golden Tonk. How did we never open a golden Tonk? Solid 1-drop? Seems solid. It's always pick the card that generates random stuff. That's true. People love that. Also, don't forget, everybody, subscribe to the YouTube. We're putting out even more content thanks to Mr. Refu Geek. What was I doing? Tonk. Oh my god, where's my dust? What did we make? Oh, we made a golden Zixor, that's right. We need a gold Tonk though, right? Ready to roll out. Look at that bad boy. Got an editor? Refu Geek edits for us. He cuts the VOD and makes the thumbnails and types everything, and he does a lot of incredible work. I'm lucky to have him. Wait, I want a draft. Where's your dust? I keep crafting golden legendaries every time I get to 3600. Alright, tonk it up, boys. I think Infestation's cool. I think Delinquent's good too. Alright, let's take Infestation. I like Bartender. I hate the other two. I don't hate this guy. It's cool. 2-drops are good. Carry on. Dude, we're building Death Rattle Hunter. It's great. I'm not permed? Why would you be permed? Hunter run. People like Hunter. We didn't play much Hunter in the last meta. This actually looks like an okay Auctioneer. I wish they would have buffed that card. But I guess, whatever. I guess we have to take the prize vendor, huh? Discover. Carry On Studies? Carry On Studies is a good card. Get Cairn. Can get Dark Moon Tonk. Can get Proto Drake. Cool. Alright, we'll take that card. Probably just Parade Leader. We got a bunch of Rush, right? Or none? Okay, well we might get some. Bola Shot? I don't know if that card's very good, but I know the other two cards are kind of underwhelming, so let's take the Bola. Thrasher's okay, Flyer's good. Smuggler's Crate feels awful these days. Dispatch is a good target for Smuggler's Crate, though. I think Circus is a consideration, but always build a fun Kodo deck. I like Kodo. Dire Frenzy Kodo? Sign me up. What other beasts have we got? Web spinner? You never know, man. Now we can build a... Maybe we get King Crush. Wow. Wow, I want all three. Carrion is absurdly good. Dire is so good. I don't think Dire's that good, actually. If you draw them early, sure. If you have enough beasts, it's sometimes hard. Sometimes it just sits in your hand. Kodo for sure. Yeah, I like Pack Kodo. We need a 3. Gives value. Discovers another beast. It's fun. I love it. Operative's pretty sick. I think we'll go Skystalker here. Try to pick up that 4 mana 5/2 rush. Looks like he'd be very good for our deck. All garbage. We'll take Healer, I guess. I think I'll just take the 2. I actually like Proud Defender, although these days it's kind of probably closer to average than good. But a 2 is a good card here, right? It's probably just another fishy. Azurite's not so good. Sunreaver Spy is a little better in Hunter, but we don't have any secrets, so. Scavenger's Ingenuity. Drawing one of our Dire Frenzied Kodos for lethal, dealing 7 damage is our only out. You know it's gonna happen at least once. Demon Companion. Demon's okay. You'll need 3/4s or 1-drops in Hunter. Tempo is so necessary due to bad hero power and lower value. What about Nogground Slam? Come on, Yogg. Yogg would be good. Alright, let's take Rapid Fire. We'll get Yogg, right? Thrasher to just pick up an early beast, or Wriggling, which I think is a better card. Maybe not. Let's just take the Thrasher. The damage is cool, the beasts are cool. I have a pretty cheap curve as it is. Mostly trash. I guess we'll just take the Dragon. Like Soldier, it stresses me out. Don't like the Pirate with no weapons, although in like Rogue or Warrior, I kind of like this card actually. Well, more Kodos. We have a Kodo, true. How happy Thrasher looks. Hey, Jazz, thanks again for the support, man. I was getting kind of worried about this week whether or not I'd be able to live or not. I think we should be able to scrape by with the insane support from guys like John and Cosmic and Jazz. Take this teacher's pet. I like that card. He's buku strong. Drops, what are those? Well, you're gonna miss 3s. It is probably nice to have a couple extra 1s. Alley Cat? Yeah, why not? At the start of your turn, give all minions in your hand +1/+1. Let's try it. Ooh, Rhino with Dire Frenzy? Say what? It is a Grook Fu meta. I'm happy to contribute to keeping you around a few more days, yeah. I'll be on a few more days. You can live on a sub or 2 on oatmeal, that's true. I actually don't spend a lot of money, I always talk about this, but man, probably the first almost 2 years of streaming. I know that you know, this isn't the healthiest. I mostly just ate pasta, like 2 meals a day. I'd buy a box of pasta for $2 and a box of and a jar of pasta sauce, and you could kind of live. You know, I mean, I'm sure my insides are crying out in pain, but you can live on that. How many meals was that? That was like, I don't know. You could just eat that. It was several meals, like, you know, maybe let's say the jar would last like the whole week, like $8 a week on food. Maybe I was losing more money than I was making for a while though. So the healthiest food to eat at the time is a potato. All right, let's take a 2, and finally a 3-drop. Wonderful. I wish it was a beast, but what can you do? That sounds healthy. Yeah, I was so strong. I was stronger then. Protein. Where's that, you skinny nerd? They put meat in the sauce, don't they? I'd buy the pasta infused with protein, and I would catch frogs at the pool. In the apartment complex pool, I'd catch the frogs and eat them. Ooh, this deck is fun. If this deck doesn't get 12 wins, we also live on pasta. What do you think about the Hunter deck, Bill and Bull? Let's do a prediction. 10 wins. 7 wins. Sauce only had tomatoes. I mean, it could have other stuff. The one that has meat, meat, the same price. We win 9. Oh, that was the bet. We got to 8, right? How many wins do I reckon this goes? I don't know. I'd like it to go 7, but I have no idea. I haven't played a lot of Hunter this meta, and it is kind of a meme deck, but also I think it is good. But not having 3s hurts. Not having card draw hurts. But whatever. We'll see. We'll win games when we go first and we avoid tidal waves and flame strikes. If only you had Jewel of N'Zoth, that would be a good card. They put streamer meat in pasta sauce to keep the price low. What's streamer meat? Like the meat made from streamers long deceased? If you could bet in Sweden, we would be all in. How many points do you have? How many heart points have you guys acquired? Too bad you guys don't acquire them twice as fast, huh? Glasses you wearing? All mine look like serial killers from the 70s or 90s goober. I never wear them. I don't know. I used to have a pair of Ray-Bans that I liked, but they broke. 300 and oh my god, 38,000, that's not enough. What, we can't bet? Refresh if you don't see it. If you're in a region where they don't allow betting, then no, you can't bet. That's not up to me. You're guessing it goes 4? Big mistake. I'm going face. I gotta pee. Don't let me forget after this game I gotta pee. Also, I'd like to pour some water that isn't freaking toxic sludge. Oh, you wanna go face, huh? Face we shall go. Wish we had a beast. Of course I bet on red winning 12 LUL. Well, we only set the bet to 7. Prediction started 6 days ago. Refresh that bad boy. Which region doesn't allow betting? Sweden, it sounds like. Finland as well. And a former Yugoslavia or something, I'm not sure where else. It's coming, baby. Wait, that's a core set card? It's not golden. It's gonna shuffle non-golden cards in. Read the message before. I lost all me points a few weeks back. Of course, I bet on red winning. You blew it. That's on you, sucker. I'm sounding like a Euro boy, but I'm just drunk. Look up your brand, mofo. I'm a redhead too. I'm using to having hair to me donger. Jeez Louise. I don't know if there's anybody from Europe or otherwise that's ever said anything quite so stupid in this chat. I'll look it up for you when I go pee. I don't remember. Alright, I gotta pee. Always believe, never doubt. Alright, give Bill and Bull an extra couple of fart points. They've earned them with their faith. Okay, I'm gonna queue up and go pee, but since there were only 1 win, I'm not gonna have as much time. Also, please, if anybody's considering following, subscribing to the YouTube, or using a Twitch Prime, for the love of God, wait till I come back so I can properly think. More Hello. Hey, Cooley. Where's Trash Queen? No Trash Queen. No Queen Ariana. It's like a boys' night out tonight for us. No Rachel, no Queenie, no Trash Queenie. Here we are, playing with our weenies. What's the brand? Oh fuck, I forgot. I was gonna check, but then my pee started squirting out in 4 different directions, so I had a whole different mess on my hands. Uptime. Fate. You are sucks. Almost 5 hours? Did I trim my beard? 3 days ago, maybe? 2 or 3 days ago? Yes. For noticing. But you were here yesterday and you didn't say anything then, so shame on you. You might have been drunk, though. Boys' night out to the strip club. Man, the ladies here probably more inclined to take us out to the strip club. We just want to sit down and play Scrabble. Play Hearth Arena. I wish I had picked up a 3, but I guess I don't have any. Officially changing my name to the new butt lover. Wow. It's good. Butt lover. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know, I guess if he has potion, I'd rather this one die. We too were drunk yesterday. Every time I envision Bill and Bull, I imagine the two twins from the cartoon show, the Nickelodeon show Doug. You guys remember them? And I always think of the episode where they form that really big band. And they're like, all right, what instrument are you guys gonna play? And they're like, we play guitar. I don't think they said play though. And they might have said lead guitar, not we guitar, but I'm not sure. But anyway, that's how I envision you two. Why am I trading? I have to. What if he puts Apotheosis on? I get dunked. Time to Dire Frenzy Stomping Kodos. I think I might go Teacher's Pet here. This works better for our curve. Maybe though. We could and then trade there. Does he have the coin? He has the coin. Why do I feel funnier in your stream than any other stream? I don't know, but I can't imagine you're less funny other places. That's scary. Boom, roasted. Yeah, you're pretty funny. You do a pretty good job. Why do you feel funnier in your butt than any other butt? Man, butt spa, I love you. Hello everyone, what's up, Zell? We're more like the Shining twins. Those are scary. Weren't they dead? Weren't they ghosts? Oops, spoilers. I'm not sure if they were, though. I'm not sure if that is a spoiler. Shining's a really quite good movie, I think. Common Warriors class? Help, I want them all. Oh, I was gonna say, I like all of them. We're averaging like 9 or 9.5 with Priest right now. 9? Something good. Gonna keep slamming the big boys. Better than spamming that or Keck W and Dreads or Crips. Hey, sometimes I give Dreads a couple Keck Ws. Priest was my initial choice. Somehow I like it a lot in Arena. I liked Priest a lot. I'm a little bummed they toned it down, but at the same time, the two I've drafted have felt good, but it performed really well, so that's a good sign that Priest can still be viable. We got a Draconic Studies and some Scorpions in both drafts, so. 5, 9, 10, 13, 15. If I draw, no, then I can't hero power. I think I will take some trades. Sorry, chat. Don't Demon Hunter down. My decks with Demon Hunter have sucked. I haven't drafted one. Drafted a Demon. Man, I got a pimp. Auctioneer Priest. But I don't play a ton of Demon Hunter in general. I just don't like it. I only play it when it's oppressively overpowered, and then I just try to get my wins. We got to a 500 win portrait, which is cool. I mean, I still want a 1000, but hopefully one meta, they'll release some fun Demon Hunter cards. Like Yogg Saron in demon form. Show us the emotes. Okay. Oh, and also Mustard Moustache. Sorry, I missed that follower. As well as DWRD. Welcome, everybody. How many followers did we get today? I think we had more followers today. Oh yeah, we already have more followers than yesterday. Yesterday was kind of tough. Yesterday was kind of tough. Not every day is going to be easy while you're streaming, you know? It's a lot of up and downs. I guess I could play it. I don't have a lot of 3s in the deck anyway, so if I play this on 1, I can coin those out. I could also ditch the Thrasher, maybe. Try to hit a more powerful card. A Tonk, maybe. Well, it's kind of expensive, but we should curve out pretty well. What's I gonna look at? Oh yeah, channel analytics. Oh my god, I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna disappeared. Am I a full-time streamer? Yeah, I haven't taken a day off since August 2020. Fucking kill me. But yeah, I streamed more Hearthstone than anybody in the world since I started streaming. Over that entire time. This year, I think Victor and maybe Boar Control streamed longer than me. More hours. I'm gonna take this. Well, this could be good too. Yeah, that's such a good card. He hates himself. Me? Oh, absolutely. Well, I like myself. I just hate the way the world treats me. Still watching, still lurching, still watching the VODs. Love you guys. Oh, come on, Cody. It's so good to have you here. Alright, I'll kill you. Do you want to see it coming or should I surprise you? Maybe I actually don't. Too many people would be so sad if I was gone. Oh, Zelda wanted to see the emotes. Not trying to BM him. Take you a long time to build your viewer base? I started in basically... Wait, April or May? Wait, is May our 3 years? Now I don't remember. I forget. But... whenever we started, April or May, we basically went from like 0, and then I streamed like pretty much every day for a month, from 0 to 10 average viewers a night. 10. And then like each incremental month, it was like plus 10 for the most part. Almost every month, it was like 10 to 20 to 30, 50, 60. And that was streaming 5 days a week, maybe 30 hours a week, taking 2 days off, but some days doing 2 streams a day, like streaming for like 4 or 5 hours in the afternoon and then like 5 or 6 hours at night. Which I'd actually kind of like to go back to something like that at some point. But I know I've been talking about that forever, so it probably won't happen, but I'd like to. It's hard, you build routines and, you know, you're the master of your own schedule, so it's easy to, But anyway, so about January, that, you know, 2018, we were averaging like 90 viewers, and I applied for partner and they turned it down. And then by February, I think we were averaging maybe like 100, maybe 100 in January. And then they turned it down. And then in February, we were averaging like 120. And I applied again. And before March, we were averaging like 130. And then they approved it. And that's when we got partnered. I can heal. Yes, I don't really want to put the thing there. This has got to be better, right? And then from 2019, January 2019 to December 2019, we kind of maxed out around like 170. I think by that point we were averaging like 170 max, and It wasn't until I joined F2K at the December 2019, so like January 2020, we kind of went from in 2020 from like 180 maybe like up to like 4 or 500. And these days we're kind of in that 5 to 600 range on average, peaking at like 8 or 900 some days, which is crazy. It took a long time, but from January 2019, that's when like nobody's really streamed close to as much Hearthstone as me as an individual. I stopped the afternoons because they were bringing our average down, but then I was doing them again after we got partnered because I was like, oh fuck, this is great. But lowering your average now, it actually it costs you some leverage with like sponsorship deals. Now, you know, snakes, you know, you can just say like, hey, this is what I average while playing Hearthstone, but and you know, a good company's gonna probably understand that, but you do kind of potentially price yourself out a little bit. But I mean, that's not the only determining factor for like why I do what I do or why people stream. You see accounts that followed you? We've been here for a long time on another account. I think the name is So Fresh. User So Fresh. There is a user named So Fresh that has never written a message here and is not following. So if that's exactly how it's spelled, then no. You're doing great. Thanks, Maddie. I try my best. I've given up a lot to I think have had the success. You know, I definitely see people less than I would if I was taking a lot of time off, you know. But that's okay. It's a choice I made. I guess could just leave that up and play this, I guess. We're about to drop, you know, the fatty boombaladdies on him, you know, one big boy, two big boys. Can you start a second channel for daytime streams to not hurt your numbers? I could, but there wouldn't really, you'd be streaming to 5 people instead of a couple of hundred or whatever. That's why save split. Yeah, that helps save a ton too. I used to never tune into your stream because the emoji peach part. I'm glad I finally did. Why would the emoji peach part take you away? That should bring you in. But I think I talk about it. The people that come here are more invested. They're more engaged. If you go to some of the bigger streams that have, you know, 1,000 or 2,000 viewers, most of the time the chat doesn't move at all, and nobody is subscribed, and nobody supports the channel, and it's kind of like a wank, you know? It's like, I don't know, it's not fun. I think the people that kind of get engaged here are rabid and sick and interesting and fun to talk to. Sezzlecab, what up, Sezzlecab? I don't know how to say that name, but I think I did a great job. Are there some guidelines to get good at Arena? There are. Draft a strong curve, take your free trades, push damage when your resources are low. But it takes time and practice to really understand what all of that means and when to apply those things and what a good curve means. So it takes practice, but there are things that you can focus on while you're practicing, such as making sure you get enough 2s and 3s, understanding what cards are good and what cards are not. This isn't a good card. You don't want to draft it. And the reason why is because you have to have another card in your hand in order to get value from it. And then you're running out of cards. So you're kind of gaining tempo but losing value. Whereas a card like this is very good because it kills something and draws you a card. It's kind of doing both. Sometimes people think this is a good card when it's really not. 1 damage to a minion and 2 to its neighbors. We're here to support the RedBeard and talk about weird topics. The account was maybe Red Fresh. Okay, I'm gonna try that one. These are very different than the other one. Why not target the Divine Shield? Because it takes 1 damage either way, right? Oh, did I take like 1 extra damage maybe? Yeah, maybe you're right. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do that whole turn. Oh crap, I'm setting up a prediction. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't looking. Misplay. That's okay. We're gonna win the game anyway, so I stopped paying attention. Fred D Fresh, an account that never sent a message and is not following. Like these games, I always talk to you guys about it. Not trying to make anybody feel bad. These are the games I just check out of because we already won, so I don't have to invest extra brain power. So, like 1 health there doesn't really matter at all. Yeah, you guys are right. We could have had a 4-2 instead of a 4-1. And in the long run, sometimes those plays do matter, but the answer to the question is I wasn't sure what I was doing by the time I made my play. Deck needs more Dire Frenzies. Agreed. I actually don't have lethal because it spawns a taunt, right? Just checking there wasn't a high level reason. No. Sometimes though. You're the most chill arena streamer out there. Keep up the good work. Snow Pigeon, you're the most chill user. Make Zelda look like a scatterbrained, you know, who knows what. Nematode. Is there a reason bigger Hearthstone streamers like Dog don't play Arena? Probably because they don't enjoy it. Mostly. People probably just do what they enjoy. I enjoy Arena. Rip used to play. I mean, Arena used to have tons of huge streamers. The biggest streams used to be Arena streamers. Rip, Amaz, Hafu. But Blizzard just never really supported the mode. I think Dog has made some comments before, which I think have kind of illustrated like a lack of kind of understanding. Because I think what he said recently, when somebody asked him why he doesn't play Arena, I think somebody said that he said he doesn't want to play River Crocs and Razorfin Raptors forever. And that's a fair point, but I don't think that that's, you know, I don't think that's really applicable. If you play Razorfins and River Crocs, you're gonna you know, you're gonna lose all the time. And I haven't played a Razorfin Raptor in 2 years. Are Dog and Hafu still together? I think they got married recently, didn't they? Like officially, they were engaged. I think they got married. Just wonderful. I have so many 2s. I don't want to give him a card. I want a 2 that doesn't give him a card. That's what I want. Darn it. Got married on Tuesday. Yeah, I watch a lot of Dog. I think that was in his title. Start drinking as well. I could go for a whiskey and a cola. Maybe in the middle of this run? Maybe after this run? You mean Blizzard doesn't support Arena? I mean, there's no tournaments. They don't do a lot of balance changes at all for Arena. I mean, they do micro adjustments, but they don't do a ton of active backbreaking. Probably can't come back from that. We're gonna need to draw like a miracle here. I don't know. They a lot of things they could do. To be fair, though, I do think they don't support a lot of their game modes in beneficial ways they could. Constructed or Battlegrounds as well. But I guess the perception is that they don't support Arena. The things they've done for Arena, where they've kind of done... They've actively tried to put in work into Arena, I think were terrible decisions, and probably it wasn't well received. Things like the bucket system, and that probably pushed them away from wanting to do more. I would guess, you know, if you spend time and effort making something you think is nice and everybody tells you that it sucks, you're probably a little bit de-incentivized to put in work in the future. Should share a beer in the near future. You and me? Let's do it. BG's is in hiatus until a new race. Yeah, but a lot of the balance changes have actually made the game, I feel, less balanced and more swingy. And I still think everybody celebrates these leaderboards that they have for Battlegrounds, and they suck, man. They're not in client. They have no real bearing. The resets are kind of irrelevant. The resets don't really do anything. Guess I'm doing this. Like, they do MMR resets seasonally, but they don't change anything. Your internal MMR doesn't change, so that's kind of asinine. Sharif, 6 months. It's great to have you here. Remember when they introduced synergy picks? Yeah, I do. I think stuff like that actually is a cool idea. I think it was implemented horribly because, you know, Paladin's synergy pick was Murloc War Leader, and Mages was, you know, Death Knight, whatever. But I think the ideas are cool. I think having arena events like that for 2 or 3 weeks would be cool. They'd actually require more work and more adjustment, but I think that actually would be cool. And then if it was terrible, it would only be 2 weeks or whatever. Made synergy pick Kazakis and Death Knight Jaina. Pally, Toxaphene. Yeah, Toxaphene, and I don't even know what else they are. They were all terrible. Whatever they were. Your synergy is Turdlock. Turd Murlocs. I actually don't think the Death Knights would be a problem at all. I think the Death Knights would be a good addition to Knights of the Frozen Throne Arena. It does a shitty job on so many aspects of this game, and they refuse to spend resources addressing the small issues important to the community. They don't give a fuck about us. Yeah. Again, we always talk about it, right? If it made them more money, they would probably do it. I don't think that's inherently like the worst thing, but imagine Rexar in Arena. I mean, he's been in Arena. He was draftable, he was discoverable, and Rexar wasn't very good. Hi, Red. Hey, what's up, Boxman? To build a beast in Battlegrounds would be cool. In Battlegrounds? Best ones were Jaina and Malfurion. I liked the Warlock one. But it was harder. The demons were worse, and it was harder to get an abundance of demons. Oh, am I? I'm doing great, Sharif. It's great to have you back. 6 months sub to this wretched channel. What was that 10 mana mage hero? Frostlich Jaina was 9 mana, I think. But I honestly don't even think Frostlich Jaina would be as good as Grand Finale. I don't think it'd be as good as current Ysera. I don't think it would be as problematic as common Proto Drake. I don't think it would be as bad as you know, Embiggen or Gennarg or Troublemaker. I think it would be. I don't think it would be as good as most of those cards, actually. It would depend on the elemental pool, but just put it in 2% of decks like Keymaster, and I think it's a better card for Arena than most of the cards that I just listed. That's just my opinion. I don't think Reno the Hero was ever in Arena. No, but you could discover him. Stop focusing on making profit for a few months and focus on design changes and fixtures could maybe help. Maybe, I don't know. But it's hard to tell somebody to stop focusing on making profits because the guy in charge of the show or gal might not have a job in a year if you stop making profits. So they don't give a crap. Their boss tells them make more profits, you know? I guess I'll bonk it. What's my favorite bread? Lambless. If you can't finish the game, it's a grind to death. Well, Frostlich Jaina didn't have lifesteal. The elementals had lifesteal. Right? So if you were dying, Frostlich Jaina didn't save you if you didn't have elementals already on the board. I'd like to go back and see what its win rate was. I'm sure it was high. I'm sure it would be lower now with power creep and whatnot. But I mean, does it make a difference if somebody drops an 8 mana 32/32 with Grand Finale on turn 8, or they kill you on turn 20 with Frostlich Jaina grinding out the game? Like, you lost the game on, you know. I mean, I've lost with Jaina and I've beaten Jaina. I don't think I've ever beat Grand Finale on curve that got more than 1/8/8 unless I had specifically like Shadow Word Ruin in my hand. It also summoned an elemental. Did it summon one the first turn? Maybe it did. Oh no, pre-nerf deck. That's annoying. As part of the battle cry? Oh, okay. Well, pretty good. Grand Finale needs other cards to work. Frostlich Jaina just always works. I mean, sure. But what I'm not sure exactly what your point is. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not sure what your point is. I would assume there are cards in the current meta that have had and recent metas that have had higher played win rates than Frostlich Jaina. So if it's a matter of it feeling bad, I mean, like, I don't know. That I might not buy. Everything feels bad to lose to. Like, if Watch Post, you know, and I mean, they remove Watch Post, but if Watch Post has a 70% win rate played on 3, like, then yeah, I could buy taking that out. That's kind of stupid, but you know, Keymaster having a 70% win rate, or Troublemaker, or Ysera having a 78% win rate, like, is that somehow, is that worse, or is that better? I don't think so. Point is, you can always pick Frostlich, but Grand Finale needs support cards in the draft. You need to have those cards drawn. Okay, I mean, that's kind of, I mean, I'm not really sure what that means. That, so because a card is good, it shouldn't be in? I'm not sure. Every card should require multiple cards to make good? It doesn't really make sense to me. Bonjour, Marge. Like, Keymaster is always good. It costs 2 less mana and probably wins you more games than Frostlich Jaina, I guess is my point. Silas costs 2 less mana, probably wins you a higher percentage of games than Frostlich Jaina. A lot faster and a lot less interactively. So, like, what's the caveat for what cards should be in and what shouldn't be in then? They remove cards for the feels bad factor more than the win rate alone, like MCT and Flappy. Well, they Hall of Famed MCT, right? Like, they just took that out of all game modes, and I think that was a good decision because it was kind of a relic of the past, I think. Those are neutral. That makes them better than a class card. It means everyone has access to them. That means you see them more often. I would argue the class cards should be stronger than the neutral cards, but in Frostlich Jaina's case, they're probably not. The reason why Cthulhu cards were never available because it feels bad that you probably would never get the synergy off, and I think that's a flaw in the philosophy of why limited is fun. Because building a deck and making Cthulhu work is better than building it in constructed to a lot of players, such as myself. And if River Croc's still in, then just take River Croc out and then just put the Cthulhu River Croc in. If the 3 mana 3/1 Divine Shield is in, take that out and put the 4 mana 4/2 Divine Shield in, which is just a better version of that same card. If you're worried about redundancy even. but I know you're not really arguing against me. Wonder if we can pull the stats. I don't know. I'd be fascinated to see. And once you reach that level of win rate, like if Ysera is an 78% played win rate card or whatever, and Frostlich Shayna's an 80% win rate card, let's say it's somehow even higher, which I doubt it would be that high. Like, it doesn't really make a difference. You lose to both cards all the time. So I don't think, even if it was incrementally higher, it would really make much of a difference. Is there a database? I don't know. You'd have to look it up. Jaina was mid to high 60s. I would guess mid 60s. I'd be very surprised if it was higher than mid 60s. Cards that should ever be considered ban-worthy for Arena are cards that end the game before turn 5 if played on curve and do not have answers for most classes, and even then I'd rather see them screw the offering rate than ban it. Yeah, and me too, and that's more my philosophy, but that's a whole separate argument. Last 2 games were tough. That weapon he played early is kind of unbeatable a lot of times, right? The whack-a-mole hammer or whatever. If you're getting consistent value off of it, and it stopped us from playing our 2-drop, and if you're a hunter and you're hero powering on turn 4 or 6, you're probably just dead, right? Sounds loud. But that's okay. I like drafting whack-a-mole hammer. How do you think going second should be further compensated? Even it out more. Twin spell coin? I don't know. I don't play. I haven't tested that. I haven't looked at any data. In a card game, going second, it's always going to be a disadvantage. It's a disadvantage in chess. It's a disadvantage in checkers. It's a disadvantage in tic-tac-toe. It's a disadvantage in Connect 4. Part of it is, that's it. You're playing a game, it's turn-based and RNG heavy, so I don't know if it necessarily needs to be evened out more, but it could be, perhaps. But there's probably not a foolproof solution, I would assume. Otherwise, every other game that's existed probably would have had more compensation. Still streaming. Well, it's only 3. We're always streaming at 3, right? For the most part. Going first in Civilization or not? That game, I don't know. Maybe. I don't even know how to play that game. Or what it is, so you might be making fun of me for not knowing. Tehran's kind of cute. I'm just gonna take the big boy. Civilization has so many turns. Maybe. Hello, what up, Tubor? Anyway, by the side note, I'm not like trying to shit on anybody or, berate anybody on, Mr. Evil McMuffin about Frostlich Jaina. I just think the philosophy of removing cards because they're good but cost 9 mana is flawed. That's all. I do support the removing of things like, Dragon Maw Poacher, but I just think that's more of a design flaw in the card. Whereas it shouldn't have gotten such a big buff, and it shouldn't have been able to attack non-dragons. Much more interesting flavor for the card. If it only gets a buff when it's attacking a dragon, let's say. Then remove Ysera. I don't think they should remove Ysera. I think maybe they should make Draconic Studies an epic card, maybe. Instead of being in 20 or 30% of decks, have it be in 5 or 10% of decks. Then when you get it, it would feel super impactful and maybe dilute the dragon pool so you're not always discovering the broken dragon, right? I don't know. Those would be things I would try. Cards like Ysera should not be so frequently seen. Exactly, and I think that would be a way to try. Make Draconic Studies an epic. Make, like, all the Discover cards less consistent. Again, now you're just, we're getting into some it always gets trickier and trickier the further down the rabbit hole you get, right? But it's like, you know, when discover cards, you paid a price. Like if you were paying a price to discover a card and not getting it for cheaper and not getting a relevant body attached to it, the discover cards, you'd be farther behind by the time you got your Ysera, right? There's a 3-mana 2/2 in this meta that discovers a card. Very fun, very cool. But you have to play a 3-mana 2/2. It's worse than a gosh darn 2-mana 2/2, which are undraftable. But yet that card is still good. It's still fun, and people like taking it. So down the discover possibility of Ysera, and then you're just getting into like that. You could do all that, but then whatever. You drop Ysera's rate, and then Deathwing shows up more, and then everybody's complaining about Deathwing. So, you know, maybe the Blizzard developers have it right. At some point, they just can't win. We're gonna cry about something, right? What do you think about Blizzard adding more and more RNG to Hearthstone? I've stopped playing the game because the RNG-based matches relying on luck to win. It's a card game. There's always going to be luck. I don't mind that aspect of it. Luck is kind of a critical component of card games. And I think there being more luck, you know, it is what it is. Like if you want less luck, you play Magic. If you want less luck than Magic, you play checkers. If you want less luck than checkers, you play chess. If you want less luck than chess, you play Go or whatever. And it's like, yeah, those are all fun games. I'd rather play Hearthstone than chess. Because smarter people will beat me all the time. I don't like that. Card draw is essentially luck? Yeah. Now I get it, right? There's a difference between Yogg Saron and playing a River Croc or whatever, but I don't mind cards like Yogg Saron, which are inherently like Omega Luck. Cards like Dunk Tank, 4 mana, deal X damage to your face and destroy your board, I think are a little worse for the game, personally. I could just hit there, huh? That thing might, you know, who knows? But he takes a lot of damage. This thing might never hit what he wants it to. Start doing MMA. Well, there's probably luck in MMA. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I just feel like there's probably maybe there's no luck because I've never lost an MMA fight, so it must be purely skill based. Using discover effects as another measure of skill. I actually agree with that. Now in one game, somebody might discover a soul mirror and beat you, and that's the only card that they can beat you or whatever. I think that's fine. But in a long run, I think discover actually favors the player that can get the discovers in on more relevant turns. And oh my days. Slam? Yeah. I think we still take this. Oh, it has 4 attack. Why does it? Oh my god, it got the buff. Might have been the best possible Nogron Slam. Maybe. I mean, I guess all of them going face would probably be a little better. Probably the second best Nogron Slam. Wasn't that perfect? I mean, all face would have been perfect. Hey, Rose Queen. Wow. We're the best. I'm glad we got 4 wins. This is a fun deck, but Hunter just still, even with a good Hunter deck, just feels like you're at the mercy of what your opponent does, right? He didn't play an early weapon, and we were able to get the win. What's up, Keck W? Lyrad? Sarah would be really well balanced without Dream. Dream is the backbreaker. Sure. Working a night shift. Are we allowed to know where you work? Not like where, but like what kind of company or what do you do? Do you get to just hang out on the computer? Wonderful to have you here. Imagine if Lich King gave you all the Demon Hunter cards, or Death Knight cards. Yeah, that would be backbreaking too. And I don't want the Librarian. I don't want to be forced to silence my web spinner in some weird world. Oh. You change Dream to 2 mana, so you can't Ysera and Dream on the same turn. I mean, again, I don't think it's an issue in Constructed, so if it's not an issue in Constructed, they probably don't really feel a need to. Lock with an early curve? Everybody with an early curve going first can be a problem for this deck if we don't get the cards we need. 2 there. I want him to kill this one so I can get the beast and maybe get a 4-drop. Right? I work at a mental health and rehab facility. Oh, okay. So are like patients sleeping and you're on your phone? Or you on your computer? That doesn't look too... I mean, actually, that's pretty good here against this. I'll probably end up Bola shotting because I don't want to give him this. No one plays it in Constructed. Somebody said it was in a Dragon Priest or something. I don't know if that's true. Or Control Priest. But yeah, again, I think that's... You know, all this babbling we've been doing, all this debating and discussion. I think the real issue is that they don't design the cards for limited. You design them for a format like Constructed, and then most of the cards don't see play. And I think that's the issue. This will cost 4. This costs 5. So this costs 6. Pretty much. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for helping those people out that need it. Hopefully you're having fun hanging out here. Who's this hero? We're Fire Rexar. Alright. I don't want to BM him, I just want to see. I just want to see what he says. Zelda wanted to see. Oh, I was gonna say only devolving. Whoa. That stinks for him, but hey, you know what? F him. F him. Still Rexar? Yeah. Well, you can see our hero power. Yeah, it's Rexar. It's Batman. I don't want to agree. I'm not trying to be rude. I just want to see what they say. Forget. I want to go full dreads, being toxic and all. Sick play. Cool if you got the effect. This is a butt spot trigger. It's random. So only it's random. Could play that. I think it's fine to play this and hero power. Puts him to 1. But it's just so hard to deal with this. He kind of lucked into a Flame Strike. He lucked into a Devolving. There's only so many times you can kind of... that, right? Caravan seems strong. Yeah, that guy's really nutty. A lot less good on turn 5 than if you can coin it out on turn 1 and it lives. But it is good. Okay. He did find his answers, sort of. Well, I'm scared of dying, so we'll do it like this and then kill him next turn if it suits us. I'd love to lick Buttspot's butt. Oh, yuck. A robot. Got a pretty sick deck. Pretty good. I mean, 5 is certainly better than 4. I'd rather go 5. Five is above what I guessed. What did we set the bet to? 7? 7. I think I want those. I have a ton of 1s. Real 1s. I have a ton of 2s. Looks better. I miss Hunter, like, being good. Doesn't feel broken, but it feels good. Go 6 and 3, but no more. My parts are at stake. Steve? Gotta stop doubting RedBeard. Haven't all of our runs gone infinite today? This is our 3rd run. I mean, this one's not gone infinite, but first 2 went infinite. I've been watching Smelly a lot, so I'm guessing low. I think he said he went 0 and 3 like 14 times or something. Good lord. Hey, Artie. See if I have to stop doubting Mr. Streamer. Have to. You value your fart currency. A lot of 1s. Couldn't hit them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I needed last turn. Smelly and I went 2 and 3 with a deck that had Ariel, Rome, and Terralion. What's Cariel? Is that the Rush one? Hard skid. Hope I draw those. Could be nifty. Makes your holy spells cost 1 less. Oh yeah. Hard skid. 4 mana, 4/3 Divine Shield. That's probably good. Rush. Yeah. Ooh, face. That helps me. I think I don't want to die to like an Arbor Up or a Twin Spell buff. I'm actually not the aggressor here right now. Especially with this hand where we could probably piece together next turn. We gotta make 3 turns work. Second. Wow, what a good draw. Okay, so let's freeze Cairn. Heal this bozo. Guess I'll take my trades here. Go here. Ariel is pretty strong. At 3,900 legend, I climb from 47. I'm feeling anxious, climb further. You can do it. Yeah, you could do it. Ariel seems like crap. Isn't it a 4 mana, 4/3 rush Divine Shield? That's probably reasonable. That's like a fishy flyer, sorta. Darn. I think with that draw, we actually kind of need to trade. Maybe we could just die to buffs, right? I don't know if this is right, but we have such a wretched draw. Maybe I shouldn't have even traded there. Maybe I should have just left that up and everything else. Yeah, probably I should have pushed 6. I was gonna have a harder time killing things. I've been listening to Mr. Kitty since I discovered it on your stream, and he is dope as fuck. Yeah, I like a couple of other Mr. Kitty tracks too. I haven't listened to too much. Some of it's a little too kind of like dancey. Like I'm in like an industrial sex club with the kids, you know, like the 20-year-old kids. But it's cool. You're the man. You can only fail if you don't try at all. Remember what Michael Jordan said? I like playing basketball. I'm gonna try to dunk on all these fools. It's an inspirational quote. You're trying to get to 69. If you manage to climb, you look awesome. True. True that. Who's that? Oh my god, Banana plays. What up, Banana? Alright, well, we drew about as poorly as we could, I think. We could have maybe gone face. We'd have 6 more. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. We might be dead to a buff. Let's think about that. That's 8, 12, 16. I think I do take 1. And we'll just throw the rest. But I think we should have probably gone face and hope he trades and then we Nagrand and then he dies. But I mean these last few turns not hitting a Kodo or a Tonk or a Teacher's Pet or a Rhino, even a Carry on Studies with so many good outs to just piece us to 10, but sometimes it just don't get there. I've ever ran to a streamer with a similar of a music taste as mine. Synth is awesome. Yeah, I like this stuff. Can we get there still? In theory, yes. This would have been... Oh wait, that is good, right? It's better. Yeah, it's better than Nagrand. Okay, we're on the precipice of greatness once again. 7 wins. All the farts. Industrial sex like a dildo factory? You'd know all about that, RedBeard. No, not an industrial sex. An industrial sex club. Like a club where it's like all concrete and gross looking inside. Do it for the believers. I thought we were in a really good position. I think we misplayed that one turn trading into the cairn. We had a very good opener and then a kind of a poor mid-game draw. So if we can go first, get a good opener, don't misplay, and get a good mid-game draw, I like our odds. I think Shaman's probably a bad matchup. I think the good Shaman decks have a ton of healing right now. Walking Fountains and I'm sure we'll get some playable cards, right? Tidal waves and shit. Ooh, not a great time to draw the Nagrand Slam. Well, I'm gonna trust in my low curve, I think. Wait, why is he overloaded? What the hell? When did that happen? No other activity involves that much, or that many buttery fluids, and is not considered gross. By some. I cannot kill that currently. Double. I hope he doesn't have a totem to play. It's an example of when not to use Discover? Absolutely. Abso-stinkin-lutely. I like this. We don't take damage. We push 1 more. We don't have another play, so... I guess you could have Dire Frenzied there, but I'd rather Dire Frenzy this or this. Goes up to 5. Oh, wait, I can put it up to 6, right? I'll take the trade. I don't want that thing, like, getting 2 fortuitous hits or anything. Redactor here in chat. Who's a redactor? Photo into Dire Frenzy? I talked about it when we drafted him. Those possibilities and that being a pretty viable line, I think. I think Dire Frenzy's an okay card. This one, in this instance, perhaps a little better. I mean, no, boys. That's a good revolve. I got promoted. I am now the Chimperbait site manager. That's a beautiful website full of just wonderful things worth looking at. What does this card do? Deals 1 and then 2. So we shoot here for 1. Yeah, maybe Tidal Wave. That would stink. Really Tidal Wave or Walking Fountain or Bust, right? Or Revolve into an Earth Ellie. That was great. That's the worst 5 you can get. You got the best 5 and the worst 5. Pay up. Who are you talking to? Me? Of course I'm gonna pay up. I respect the yes voters. 3 infinite runs today too. Nifty. Alright, let's put the bet at 9. 7-2, I like to throw it at 9. Will we win 2 more? Maybe. You guys have 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes. Believers rewarded once again, yeah. It seems so fast. I feel like that wasn't the first time that happened. I think he probably knew he had to get Earth Ellie probably again or die. I'll take it, man. You always want to do better than 7, but we had, I think, 2 8s or a 9. I think we had a 9 and an 8, and now this one, so I'm about it. I'll keep it. I don't have enough 3s to probably like hard mull because we have so many 2s and so many 4s, but this has been good for us. It does open up the Dire Frenzies as draws. It's a 2. Let's think about this again. I think I'm going to play that and use this as a 3. I think that's better. Could just play it next turn too. Hey there, Tarantula Graham. What's up, Graham? Good morning, Red. Good to see you, dude. Hope you're having a nice morning. Ooh. Juicy. That's a good draw. I'm going to play this and this next turn. I think that's cool. That way we're not floating any mana. We're getting boobies. That's cool. All in on down. Big mistake. Ooh, that's kind of better. That's kind of better, no? That's better. That has to be better. I get twice the buffs. There. Do I take a trade? Not. Drawing the Dire Frenzy, I think I do. I want to have the option to Dire Frenzy it. So if this has more health and he has less power on board, it's more likely. What I really want to play is Rhino, and then turn 6, go Dire Frenzy and something else, but we'll see. You seeing Ysera a lot? No, I wouldn't say a lot. Definitely not a lot of drafted Yseras, and Priest is worse now, so I'm seeing less Draconic studies the last couple of days. I'm not getting a ton of them either. I mean, I've played almost 6 hours tonight. 6 hours? 6 hours? Almost 6 hours, good lord. And I've played it once or twice myself with a Priest deck that had a Draconic studies in it. But it is very good. It is probably the best card in Arena right now. I like this because, ooh, that is great. Oh yeah, if anything's alive, that's so sick. But anyway, I like this. Actually, I'm gonna hit here. Again, I'm totally cool to Dire Frenzy this or this. Absolutely fine with him pinging that and dropping a 3-drop. But it seemed like he really wanted that spell, right? He's like, oh, I'm gonna crack that thing. So there's 3 targets. RedBeard has to give me a spell. Feels like he's reeling. Dire Frenzy the Kodo? I think either one's fine. I think you really Dire Frenzy right now. Whichever one lets you push more face damage this turn, which would probably be the Rhino. And mitigate the board, I would guess. But I don't think at this point, not that it's... Like, not that it's unlosable, but I think this game you just kind of don't lose. Let's just push more, right? Maybe it doesn't actually. Maybe this does let us push more. All right, whatever. Because we take damage there, we push less. Or maybe the same. It might be just the same. This animation could use speeding up. That one? Yeah, that one is egregiously slow. Annoyingly slow. Photo Hunter is fun. Yeah, this has been a great run. I'm glad, because it started out, what, 2 and 3 and 2, I think? You should let us Dire Frenzy again, and so you can say well played. But, I'm glad this deck at least got to showcase what it was capable of. I didn't think it was a 3-win deck. Donnie fucking Vermilion. Achina Sorridente. I definitely have like an eyelash in my... Thank you, Donnie, so much for being here. Can we get some hype toes? Hype toes? People love Donnie. Wait, who put the shaken rumps in there? Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Where's the Donnie button? Where did you guys find the Donnie? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna try to coin that. I'm gonna keep that. Or no. Coin it. I'm not gonna get the buff. I'm gonna try to hit all minions. Oh man, if that lives, that'd be nice. Right, let's squelch him. Ah, good morning, good morning. Gotta have this pimple. It's gonna be ready in like 2 days. Ugh, terrible draw. Get these relics to the hole, Donnie. You can see him touching the card. Rating it like, oh fuck. I think it's gonna live. That was the old, oh fuck, are you kidding me? Hover? I did one of those the first time this got played against me. I mean, I'd love to just play a 2 there, but if this at all ever keeps our guy alive, I'm all about it. It's opening the stream? Maybe. Won't help you if you don't have an answer to it, though. Could be quite good. I'm just gonna play this. Because it gives us more minions as well. It's gonna be a strong card. I don't think this was his game no matter what we played. Man played a 1-mana 1/1 and a raid leader. Probably got a couple miscreants in there, the 7/5. Also, hey Kelyadar. Danzig, good to see you, man. This has gotten out of hand, absolutely. How's it 8-2? I would assume just an incredibly skilled player. Just gonna one-shot him. I think that thing can go off once, and you've got kind of like a shot, maybe. Once it goes off twice, I think you're kind of done for. The arena player just draws sometimes, yeah. I mean, constructed too, right? We've been trying to get rid of them from the parliament for decades. Who? The Rats Down Under. I mean, those are good cards if you have time. He didn't have time. Okay, 9 wins. Let's bet on 11. Let's see, 11? I know you guys love betting. Everybody bet no? What the hell? It's gonna be harder to get 10 and 11 than 8 and 9, so bet accordingly. You guys can have 2 minutes, okay? Because game might be decided in less than 2. Everybody loves 11, do they? Hurt. What the hell is Lubu? Lubu? Okay, so let's break this down. Could be a good hand. We don't know what we're gonna get. Warrior, probably a bad matchup for us if the game goes long. Could be a good matchup for us if he's swinging his weapons into our minions and we're hitting like a 2 and a 3. Tough to say. Lubu? Yeah, that's Lubu, apparently. Did we keep Tonk? Les cat? Always a keep? Oh yeah, Les loves the cats too. They reported last year when we shut down for COVID, all the rats were starving since the restaurants were shut down and not throwing out trash. Wait, actual rats? Blood in the straw. Uh-oh. It's a character from the Dynasty Warriors game based on some Chinese warrior general? I think so. This was from the Chinese New Year package. Don't really see this one too much. Well, this might not be the game-winning draw. We don't have any 3s in the deck, remember. We hard mold to not get these cards. So, not super optimistic right now. Okay. You're gonna come back. Probably has something to do with Root of the Plains being in your hand. That'd be a good Dire Frenzy target, huh? Doubt it works. Actually, we can't really Dire Frenzy it, right? Because it's gonna die and then turn into the other thing. This, I don't care about. That is definitely the type of turn we needed him to have if we were to come back. I will kill this guy. He loses a little bit of frenzy equity. And we maybe keep our guy alive? Maybe? I'm just gonna dire it. I will play this too. Baron's pretty big. The other thing is a beast though, I think. The taunt. This is a beast. That is a beast. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, he's at 13. It's good. 5. Just play this in hero power? I don't want him to get easy swings. I meant the taunt from the Druid of the Plains. Oh, yeah, yeah. But I can't get 2 copies of the first half is more what I meant. But yeah, it's probably a beast, right? But I'm always going to have a Dire Frenzy target with that hand. What the hell? Oh my god, is he taking 5? Wait, doesn't that kill him? Does he not know a 5/5 comes out? Maybe he's just... Okay. I lost control of the board and the game in 1 turn. Odd one. But I'll take it. 10 is so much better than 9. Game. I thought we were done. We did high roll the beast we got, but we didn't even play it. That turn he kind of skipped, right? He played a 1/3 and a 2 drop. He kind of skipped a turn. Maybe he was holding 2 troublemakers. Or an execute or something. He didn't have a target, maybe. Crushing people and doing it fast. Well, we started out 3-2. Keep that in mind. And then we rattled off 7 straight wins. This deck appears to be like a little over an hour and 20. Good ratio for grinding gold if you actually care about that stuff. Time per gold gained. Oh god. And the queue's going, man. This damn tracker doesn't work too well. Looking good. Well, it's definitely looking better than when we were 9-2, skipping turns 2 and 3 with our hunter deck. Way worse than a 2-2 game. I want one more win. More win. Good. Definitely keep that. I'm gonna just ditch the rest. I don't want to get caught with my pants down and no ones or twos again. I'm gonna get caught with my pants down. I want it to be under different circumstances. Go 1, 2, 3, coin 5. Seems reasonable if nothing else. It's 8 line. Uh, 100% for my power. Nice. Pants down with the ones in the twos. Bobby, what the hell did you... Bump there, trade there, freeze his face. Point out the Dire Frenzy. It's not a terrible hit here. We have so many good hits, we can try to do better, but... Kind of like a Blessing of Kings. Oh. Okay. Does that change anything? I don't think so. I'll freeze the Wand Thief instead. There are, you know, weapon-y things he could do, but with only 4 mana, it's harder. 5 mana, it's a little easier. If he had 5, I might freeze his face. In case he had Volpira plus Dagger. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wand Thief. Hopefully not devolving. Maybe Big Papa Tonk comes to save us. Oh no, Shatter? Shit. We're still gonna get a good Dire Frenzy off. 20% there? 20% there. Is that his HP? I like. We could hold that. Might actually be better because he gets the free kill. But we get an extra 1/1 this way, so maybe it's better. You get 2 1/1s sort of at some point. This card is great. Should summon 2/2s, so it's golden. Oh wait, his sniffer moves? His snout? Oh my gosh, he's cracking it for us too? Oh, wow, I'm super happy we buffed it then. Does the order matter on that one if you use a Dire Frenzy at 3/3 on the 2/2? I think it always puts in the buff on the base stats, not on the buffed stats from what I understand. I don't think the order matters. Shit. Like it won't just keep stacking them. Yes, order matters. I don't think so. Maybe though. I'm pretty sure it just puts in a copy of the original base stats. Is based on the base stats. Wait a minute. Alp Mezkit sounds pretty convinced. Educational stream. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like 99% sure. I mean, you could just have a flame strike here, right? We got Tonk though. These are always just going to be backbreaking draws whenever we hit them. Oh, wait, we have the rat in there. Rat's the buffed one. I mean, those are good draws, too. Not as good as the Rush or the Kodo, the Pack Kodo. I used to play Beast Hunter and Wild all the time. The only way it buffs again is if you Dire Frenzy the Dire Frenzied minion. Does that even work? I don't think that works either. Maybe you're sure, but we could test it if we get the chance, but I think it just buffs the base stats. But maybe I'm wrong. The next 2 cards you play this turn cost 3 less. Whoa, what the hell is that shit? A 1 mana 7/7 kill my guy? Alright, we got 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Red, you were like heaven floating above the silver skies with red flames, the cataclysm of our awakening. Your butt is the holiest relic in the mountains. The mountains strive to reach. I think that's probably not true. I should have bet more points. Hey, Jer, you should have put more money in Bart coins. Alright, we'll bet on 12. I'll give you guys 2 minutes. It should take a little bit to find the queue, right? Smashing people. 8 wins in a row. That's great. Will Red win 12 games? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Nerf RedBeard. Our runs have been good today, huh? 9, 8, 12. Our last run yesterday went 10, I think. Our first run might have actually gone 10. I'm not sure. You never know. This run might make it onto the YouTube. So I keep believing. I think you'll get to see. I wasn't anticipating getting a queue that fast. Us going second is a big detriment. It's a big detriment to our deck. Grumpy Face. What up, Grumpy Face? I'll hold the mulligan for a bit so that, you know, the no boys can bet, the yes boys can bet, you know, so on. Without perfect information. I won't be keeping that. I won't be keeping that either. Or will I? No, I won't. I don't think I'm keeping the Dalaran Librarian, although I'm not sure about that. I think what we want to do is hit some hot 2-drops and some 1-drops. And maybe a 3-drop. Most of our deck costs 2 and 4 mana, so I'm not really worried about pitching a Librarian. It's a Paladin, so them going first is good for their buffs. Oh yeah, us going second is a huge disadvantage. Huge, as it always is, but... Okay, our draw, terrible. I did ditch it too. That's on me, but... I'm gonna need a sequence of probably 2 good draws. Come back. It's not one of them. Okay, maybe he hero powers here, and we just play that and coin out the 4s, which could be reasonable. Turn 2 Bola Shot. Yeah, that's best case scenario for this draw. And now we have a pretty good curve. Whether it'll be good enough, only time will tell. Oh, hello, hello. Do we risk it for the proverbial biscuit? I think so. It takes the Divine Shield off the same as anything else we coin out. If it lives, well, that's great. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's good. I almost don't even want to pre-hit. Would have been a good buff. If he had a Scorpion, he would have bumped Scorpion, right? It's a Consecration, I don't really care. He's trading his 1/2 into our 6/1. Well, yeah, that stinks, but if he's killing the 1/2, And we're healing the 6-1. Darn it. It's okay. We got the value we needed off of this, I think. 5. This was actually a really good turn for him. Oh man, that doesn't even die. Okay, wait, that's a bit of a problem, actually. No. Shit. Shit. Secret? How good is that for him? Not that good. I'm actually gonna play the smaller one, so that if he's hitting there, I can kill it with this, I think. If you shoot there, yeah, this doesn't die, but you have less flexibility there. I don't know. Top decking like a pro gamer. That definitely helped. But, I mean, again, we went second, and he's had a really hot start, too, so... You know, when you mulligan and draw, like, our mulligan was so bad that it just means our draws are going to be better throughout the game because our deck doesn't have a lot of cards that we can't play and use efficiently in the early game. You know, you could have continued drawing poorly and pick up the slam or the dinosaur or whatever, but... Oh. That's a problem. Good draw, though, I suppose. New to Arena. It's a really fun format, but I can't get more than 3 wins. It takes time, practice, and luck. Play many Nagran slams on this run? 2, 3, maybe? A fair amount. Okay, how do I deal 3? I could just play this. Cat, shoot. I'm gonna play Big Papa Tonk. I'm not gonna play Tonk, that's huge. I'm gonna play this. Kind of awkward. Shoot there. Alright, let's hero power. And then we can play these two. I just don't want to give up the Tonk for half of his taunt. It threatening like a shitload of face damage or, you know, requiring the entirety of the board to respond to it. It's just so much better. Wow, uncorrupted. Wow, what's he holding? A Libram of Hope or something? Maybe. Chicken Dance, what up? You Rock, how are you, man? Buttkin Dance. I might do a Buttkin Dance for my premium fans only. Great googly moogly. That is a lot. Tonkin damage. Okay, Libram of Hope. Got it, got it. It makes sense. Not good for us, but it makes sense. It's okay, we just need a good couple of draws. Like a Nagran Slam, maybe? Uh-oh. It's not as okay anymore. That is no longer okay. Let's see, he pushes what? 22. It's probably not good for me. Got a tick. Yeah, I don't think this is our game. No Libram and we get there, sure, but Libram is a good card. People trapped it. Not look winnable anymore. I think it is winnable. We have to draw a beast this turn, preferably the one that deals 2 damage. And then we have to draw... Nope, never mind, not winnable. But that's okay. 11's good. That's a paladin that healed for 17 in a game where we put him to 2 or whatever, so... Actually probably our best draw in our deck this turn. Any tips on Arena? I average about 5. Do you really average 5 or do you just think you average 5? Because 5 is a very high average. 5 is very close to the leaderboard. He hates Hunter. I never said I hate Hunter. I maybe hated Hunter in certain metas. I actually like Hunter. It's one of my favorite classes. You got the 1/1? Yeah. Lucky, I guess. I probably don't then. You might, but I'm not sure. But I would say tips for getting better at Arena. Practice. Draft a strong curve. Take free trades. Push damage when you can. I would say the just general tips. Make accounts on all 3 servers, and you can practice even more if you're actually interested in getting better. Watch streamers so you can learn how to get better. Hunter plays differently. I think Hunter's actually hard to play really, really well. I think it's easy to take, you know, I guess not easy. It's more possible to take like a lower quality Hunter deck to 3-3 than say, you know, Priest or a Warlock or something. Paladin too, probably. It's a little more straightforward, but I think it's harder to be noticeably better than like the average. I don't know. It's actually a hard turn, yeah, because you don't want to play into explosive, which is for sure what we would have taken if we were given it. I thought the copy would be buffed. No, it just summons always a 3/3 copy. I don't think there's a sequence of draws, but maybe he trades erroneously. That was a explosive. Even then, I don't really see how we could trick him. There's not really a board state. If I had at least a card in my hand, I could touch it and pretend like I was killing him, but doesn't seem like that's gonna work. Insane slam. Let's get an insane slam. All of them go face. We push 6 and then instead it casts, what's a 10 mana spell for Yogg? And we get a 10 mana. There is a world, hear me out. There is a world where he misses this lethal. His computer disconnects. He's a big fan of RedBeard. My average win is 4.2. With coin 52, without coin 66, the coin difference is massive. That sounds about right. 14%. I was saying it's usually between 10 to 20 for me. Probably pretty universal to. Anyway, could be a real big fan. To concede. Wants to help out my YouTube content, although this run might make it. Sometimes 11-win runs make it. Especially if you're not going 12 a lot. Especially if Donnie Vermillion. Especially if Donnie Vermillion subbed. Your actions speak well for you. He's noble. He didn't want to give me an undeserved win. I respect that. You know what I would respect more? That 12-win key. Pretty good though. It was really a really fun run. Most fun of the run of the night. One of the more fun runs of the meta, and the deck did well, so that's cool. Dire Frenzies were fun. Great run, Mr. RedBeard. Yeah, and a lot of people made some farts. Some people lost some farts. Will we win 12? No, not quite. All gold, that's like a 12-win run, baby. That's what I'm talking about.